Bismillah. Have you ever felt stuck in life, as if every door is closed and opportunities are slipping away? What if I told you there is a powerful way to unlock blessings, guidance, and ease instantly? Tonight, I want to share with you one of the most beautiful and powerful names of Allah, Al-Fattah, the Opener. By simply invoking this name with sincerity, you can open doors of Rizq, Barakah, and opportunities that you never imagined. Stay with me as we explore how calling upon Ya Fattah can transform your life spiritually and practically. 1. The specific name of Allah, Al-Fattah, the Opener. The name Al-Fattah is one of Allah's most profound and meaningful names, reflecting His divine attribute of opening what is closed. Linguistically, Al-Fattah comes from the Arabic root fth, which means to open, to grant victory, or to provide clarity after confusion. This name is not limited to material provisions but extends to every aspect of life where doors appear shut. Al-Fattah is the one who removes barriers, dissolves difficulties, and reveals paths that are hidden to human understanding. When we reflect on this name, it becomes clear that nothing in creation can open or close without the will of Allah. Opportunities, sustenance, guidance, and even the opening of hearts towards faith all come through Al-Fattah. He grants understanding where there is doubt, solutions where there are problems, and relief where there is distress. Believers find comfort in this name because it assures them that no lock, whether worldly or spiritual, is too strong for Allah to open. Calling upon Him with Ya Fattah is not just a plea for material gain, but also for spiritual insight, inner peace, and the unveiling of hidden blessings. This name embodies hope, reliance, and certainty in Allah's mercy. 2. Meaning of Al-Fattah. The one who opens doors of Rizq, Barakah, and opportunities. The meaning of Al-Fattah extends far beyond a simple opening. It signifies Allah's power to unlock sources of sustenance, blessings, and success that remain inaccessible without His will. Rizq, or provision, does not only refer to wealth, it includes health, knowledge, guidance, peace of mind, and the ability to use resources effectively. When Allah, Al-Fattah, decides to open the doors of Rizq, a believer experiences ease in matters that once felt impossible. Barakah, on the other hand, is the increase in divine goodness placed within what we already have. Through Al-Fattah, even small means become sufficient, and limited opportunities turn into abundant outcomes. This name also conveys the idea of opportunities arriving at the right time. Sometimes, what looks like a delay or a closed door is, in reality, Allah preparing a better path. Al-Fattah opens those doors when they are most beneficial for His servant. It is not bound by worldly logic or human planning, it is entirely based on His perfect wisdom. Reflecting on this meaning reminds us that true success and sustenance are not earned solely by effort, but through Allah's decree. Recognizing Al-Fattah strengthens trust and reliance on Him in every stage of life. 3. The spiritual impact of invoking this name. Invoking the name Al-Fattah carries a deep spiritual effect on the heart and soul of a believer. When a person calls upon Allah with this name, they are reminded that every obstacle, difficulty, and confusion has a divine key held only by Him. This awareness cultivates humility, as the servant realizes that human strength and planning are limited, while Allah's ability to open doors is limitless. The act of repeating Ya Fattah softens the heart, increasing dependence on Allah and reducing attachment to worldly means alone. Spiritually, this practice nurtures patience and gratitude. When a believer calls upon Al-Fattah, they acknowledge that closed doors are not failures but hidden opportunities waiting for Allah's command to unfold. This removes despair and builds hope, especially during times of uncertainty. The invocation also strengthens tawakkul, trust in Allah, reminding the believer that divine help can arrive from directions they cannot imagine. Moreover, it brings inner peace, as the heart rests in the assurance that Allah sees their struggles and has the power to unlock relief and guidance. In essence, invoking Al-Fattah transforms hardship into a source of closeness to Allah, making one's spiritual journey filled with trust, hope, and renewed faith. 4. How reciting Ya Fattah brings ease, blessings, and unexpected ways out of difficulties. Reciting Ya Fattah with sincerity opens a believer's life to divine ease and unexpected blessings. Often, we encounter situations that feel like dead ends, whether in finances, relationships, health, or personal growth. By calling upon Allah with this name, a person seeks His intervention to unlock solutions that lie beyond human effort. The repetition of Ya Fattah is like knocking on the doors of mercy, asking Allah to make matters simple, smooth, and full of care. One of the remarkable outcomes of this remembrance is that it leads to relief in moments of distress. A believer may be struggling with unseen burdens, but Allah, through His attribute of Al-Fattah, grants ways out that are unimaginable. Sometimes this comes in the form of new opportunities, sometimes as the removal of hidden obstacles, and at other times as an inner calm that makes trials bearable. Additionally, blessings manifest not just as increase, but as contentment and sufficiency in what one already has. The consistent practice of reciting Ya Fattah reinforces the believer's trust that Allah is always in control, and that His help can arrive instantly. This divine opening is a reminder that with Allah, no situation remains permanently closed. 5. The importance of calling Allah through His beautiful names. Allah has revealed His Asma'ul Husna, the most beautiful names, as a way for believers to connect with Him more personally and meaningfully. Each name reflects a unique attribute of His perfection, and invoking them allows us to direct our du'as with deeper understanding. When a person calls upon Allah using His specific names, they are not only asking for help but also recognizing His qualities in the process. For example, calling upon Ar-Rahman highlights His mercy, while invoking Al-Fattah emphasizes His power to open doors of ease and guidance. The Quran itself instructs believers to call upon Allah by His beautiful names, Surah Al-Araf 7, 180, showing that this practice is divinely encouraged. Doing so transforms dua into more than a request. It becomes an act of worship filled with love, reverence, and submission. It also strengthens one's awareness that Allah alone possesses the attributes needed to respond to human needs. By learning and using these names, the believer develops a closer spiritual bond with Allah, recognizing Him as the ultimate source of all solutions. This approach makes dua more powerful, heartfelt, and aligned with the reality of who Allah is. 6. Practical advice. Recite Ya Fattah before sleeping with full faith. Nighttime holds a special place in the life of a believer. It is a moment of stillness, when distractions fade and the heart becomes more receptive to remembrance. Reciting Ya Fattah before sleeping is a simple yet profound practice that allows one to end the day by seeking Allah's divine openings for the next. At this quiet time, a believer can sincerely pour their concerns, hopes, and struggles into dua, trusting that Allah hears and responds in ways unseen. This practice also prepares the heart for peace during sleep. Repeating Ya Fattah serves as a reminder that whatever seemed closed or difficult during the day can be unlocked by Allah's will overnight. It instills tranquility, reducing anxiety and allowing the mind to rest with confidence in divine care. Moreover, when done consistently, this nightly remembrance strengthens the soul's attachment to Allah and builds a rhythm of reliance on Him. The key is not in the number of repetitions alone, but in the sincerity and certainty with which it is recited. Approaching sleep with faith in Al-Fattah creates a powerful spiritual habit, ensuring that each night closes with trust and each new day begins with divine openings. 7. Assurance that Allah responds in ways beyond imagination. One of the most comforting aspects of invoking Al-Fattah is the deep assurance it provides that Allah's response is always perfect, even if it surpasses human understanding. Often, we limit our expectations to what seems possible from a worldly perspective, but Allah's wisdom and power are infinite. When a believer sincerely calls upon Ya Fattah, they are reminded that divine solutions can arrive in forms that are completely unexpected, and sometimes in ways far better than imagined. This assurance strengthens faith by teaching patience and trust. Even when doors appear closed or efforts seem fruitless, the believer knows that Allah may open a hidden pathway, resolve a challenge in a miraculous way, or replace a loss with a greater gain. Life's surprises, both big and small, often come from Allah's unseen hand, and Al-Fattah is a constant reminder that He is in control of every detail. Moreover, this name encourages optimism. A believer understands that setbacks are not permanent, obstacles are temporary, and divine mercy can turn difficulties into blessings. The certainty that Allah responds beyond imagination brings peace to the heart, inspires hope, and strengthens reliance on Him in every circumstance. Remember, calling upon Al-Fattah is a simple yet powerful way to invite Allah's blessings and openings into your life. Make it a habit to recite Ya Fattah with sincerity, and trust that Allah will open doors you never imagined. May Allah fill your life with barakah, ease, and endless opportunities. Ameen. If this reminder benefited you, please like, share, and subscribe to Profound Deen. Comment below with Ya Fattah as your heartfelt prayer today.